Hey guys, what is up? My name is Landon and welcome to the Jersey Zone. Yesterday, the Boston Bruins made history when they beat the Philadelphia Flyers 5-3. That was their 63rd win on the season, which is now the all-time record for most wins in a season. They currently have 131 points, which means they're only 1 point behind the all-time points record in a season, that being the Montreal Canadiens, who achieved that in 1976-1977 with 132 points. So it's very possible that they could still reach that mark, as the Boston Bruins still have 2 games in hand, that being against the Washington Capitals, and then for the last game against the Montreal Canadiens. This has just been such an insane run for the Bruins, and the way that they won last game was a little bit perfect as well. If you guys didn't see it, David Pastrnak had a hat-trick in that game. His hat-trick goal was the game-winning goal, which is his 60th goal of the season and 300th of his career. That is just so fitting, so crazy that that happened, to have that be your 63rd win of the season as well, which is now, like I said, that all-time record. I will say though, I'm kind of surprised that Pastrnak hit 60 goals, not in the sense of like I didn't think he could do it. Obviously Pasta is one of the best goal scorers in the game. I knew it was possible that he could hit 60, but just in the sense of I didn't really hear too many people talking about it as he was approaching 60 goals. At least not compared to like McDavid when he hit 60 this year, or like when Austin Matthews hit 60 last year. Now, it's a little bit of a different circumstance, I would say, because those guys usually get a lot more attention. One, because Connor McDavid is the best player in the league, and two, because Austin Matthews is on the Leafs, so they usually get a lot more attention. And I will say with Matthews as well, I am a Leaf fan, so obviously I would hear a lot more about Matthews coming up and getting close to 60 than I would David Pastrnak. But when I saw he hit 60 yesterday, I was like, oh, I didn't even realize he was that close. I was like, okay, like that's pretty cool. Like, I'm totally down for it. I love having more goals in the league. I love having these players, hit the 60 goals more often. McDavid hitting 150 points. I love that. I want to see more of that. So I'm excited for Pastrnak. I'm glad that he did hit 60, but yeah, I just was very surprised. I didn't think he was that close to it, is all I'm saying. But of course, with the Boston Bruins, not only do they score a bunch of goals, but they don't allow too many either. Their current goal differential is a plus 124. The second place team is the Edmonton Oilers. They have a plus 61. So they're double ahead of the second place team, which is just insane. And obviously that is mainly helped out by their goaltending tandem, which is just phenomenal. Ullmark and Swayman are the best goaltending tandem in the league right now. They are just so darn good. And I hate to say this because, like I said, I am a Leaf fan, but I love them. Like, I think they are just such a great goaltending tandem. The fact that they do a celebration and a celebration hug after every single game, well, not every single game, but after every single win, which is pretty much every single game, but the fact that they do that is just so great. I love it. I love seeing that gif on Twitter, like, almost every single time that they win. It's awesome. I really, really do like that a lot. And oh yeah, their numbers are pretty decent as well. Linus Ullmark has played 48 games, and he has a .938 save percentage, plus he has a goal as well, which is great. I love to see goalie goals. That was amazing to see. Jeremy Swayman, on the other hand, has played 35 games. He has a .921 save percentage, which is just also ridiculous. That is kind of the numbers that you want to see out of your, like starting goaltender. So the fact that they have that as their backup is just ridiculous. Their goaltending tandem has been phenomenal this year. It is just so good. I'll be completely honest, I did not expect this out of the Boston Bruins, like, whatsoever. And I kind of predicted that they would miss the playoffs this season, so I was quite wrong on that. But, even if you told me, all right, Landon, they are going to be making the playoffs this year, where do you put them? Well, I would have probably put them either in a wild card, maybe third in the Atlantic. Like, I did not think that they were going to do this well. I didn't even think they were going to be close to doing this well. And I don't think too many people predicted that either. At least from what I saw, a lot of people thought that they would kind of fall off a little bit, or at least not be as strong as in previous seasons. And I kind of feel like that's what's so impressive about this. Like, this kind of came out of nowhere. No one really expected this kind of run, this dominance from the Boston Bruins. When they signed Bergeron and Krejci, it really felt like they were saying, okay, this is our last chance. This is our last go at a cup. We're going to sign these two guys and we're just going to go all out for it. And maybe that's what's motivating the guys. Maybe that's why they're playing so well, is because they know this is the last chance at a cup for guys like Bergeron and Krejci and kind of Marchand. Well, maybe not Marchand. I think he still has like 3 or 4 years left in his deal, but specifically with Bergeron and Krejci, that is probably their last season. Most likely this is their last year, I guess, depending on how it ends. But yeah, they know that, they don't have too much opportunity left. It's definitely closing. Their window is closing. And so maybe that's why they're playing so well. Plus, it's not like they haven't dealt with their fair share of injuries. Taylor Hall has been injured, Nick Foligno. I'm pretty sure they started the season without Charlie McAvoy, was it? And Brad Marchand, and I think one other player. And I'm pretty sure last game, both Krejci and Bergeron didn't play. Like, they've had their injuries, and guys have just stepped up, and that's how they've gone on this crazy run, is just guys filling up those positions and stepping up when needing to. One of the reasons why this run is so impressive to me is because of the fact that just a few seasons ago, in that 2018-19 season, we had the Tampa Bay Lightning get their 62-win season, and at that time, I was like, okay, that's the last time we're going to see this type of dominance over the league, at least for quite a while. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen maybe in like 10 years or something like that, but I thought it was a long ways away. But here we are just 4 years later, and you have the Boston Bruins, who you could argue are having an even better season, are even more dominant than that 2018-19 Lightning team. But of course, as always, it comes down to the question of what are they going to do in the playoffs? How far are they going to go? Because they do have a few things working against them. Of course, they were so dominant in the regular season. Are they going to bring that dominance over into the playoffs as well? They have that President's Trophy curse hanging above them, which, you know, kind of every number one seed has that. But then on top of that as well, they have the knowledge of the last time that a team was this dominant, was this good, they got swept in the first round. You know, the Tampa Bay Lightning got swept by the Columbus Blue Jackets in that first round. So is that going to happen again? Is a team that's been this dominant going to get swept in the first round again? We're going to have to wait and see. Now, we don't know who they're going to play in the playoffs as of right now because, of course, that wild card spot has been all over the place. It's a very close race right now. You know, you have the Panthers, the Islanders, and the Penguins, who I think all have 91 or 90 points. Like, they're just very, very close. So it's going to be one of those three teams. We'll have to wait till the end of the season because it's probably going to come down to the last game to really determine who is in what spot. Either way, though, you still got to congratulate the Boston Bruins on achieving this record because it's a pretty insane one to get. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. Links are all in the description down below. But like I said, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.